We've all experienced this situation. You found a good video, a conference, or maybe a lecture, but the material is dense, difficult, and cognitively demanding. You need to understand it, teach it, or maybe turn it into the learning material, but rewatching it multiple times just doesn't seem to be realistic. In this video, I will show you how I use NoteGPT to transform complex educational videos into structured learning and teaching materials. I see NoteGPT as a form of advanced AI notes that support both students and teachers. There are many functions to explore, but I will start with AI YouTube. So the starting point is to pick the video on YouTube. Today I picked an episode from Crash Course Psychology. I really love how they explain and the content inside, but it's actually very content dense and really hard to catch up when you are watching it for the first time. So I paste the video link and NoteGPT generates the time-strapped transcript. This transcript is searchable and structured. With one click, the system visualizes a conceptual hierarchy of the video. For the teacher, this immediately looks like a lesson structure, but for students, it becomes the clear, big picture topic guide. After watching, learners usually have specific questions, and this is where AI chat becomes useful. Instead of rewatching the video, I can ask focused, context-specific questions, and answer is generated from the video knowledge, not generic internet knowledge. I can also ask NoteGPT to create a video-related table or the quiz or any task that normal large language model can do. So for the next feature, I use flashcard generator. This is where NoteGPT starts shifting from study support to teaching support. And the flashcard generator automatically identifies key terms and concepts that I needed to be tested and put it into the question-answer cards. This is great for self-studying as well as for lesson usage. Next comes slide creation. There are so many options of slide creation that you can use in NoteGPT, from Nana Banana poster-like slides to PowerPoint and Keynote slides generation. There are also PPT summarizer and PDF to PPT transformer. So conceptually, these tools do similar things, but they are designed for different platforms and teaching scenarios. Let me briefly compare three that I tested in detail. First, Nana Banana Pro Slides. Visually, this one stands out. The slides are colorful, well-designed, and the presentation ready almost instantly. However, they are not editable and the content is more high-level. One very important tip here is that you must select the target language manually. On my first try, I left it on auto, and half of the slides were generated in another language. So once I set the language to English, the output was poster-like, polished and professional. I would use Nana Banana when I need fast, good-looking slides, but no deep academic control is there. Next, AI PPT Maker, which I would call the most teacher-friendly option. So here you can customize the parameter. For me, I chose English as the language and professional tone and medium depth as for the length, and for the LLM, I chose GPT-4. The result was fully editable PowerPoint with a very clear structure, logical flow, and manageable slide density. So it feels like a solid lecture outline, and I can immediately adapt it for class. This is the version I would actually teach with. You can adjust parameters like to generate multiple options, but I just want to use those that are more or less likely to be used in education. So next I am picking AI presentation maker. I used English, educational tone, detailed depth, and basic model. The output was much denser with explanations, cause effect, limitations, and so on. I wouldn't present these slides directly because they are too text heavy, but as learning material, they're excellent. It feels more like a mini textbook chapter turned into the slides. Now for dessert, AI podcast maker. This converts the summarized content from your video or audio to podcast, which I can see as a reinforcement tool, for example, when we listen while commuting or reviewing after the lesson. Podcast feature is quite customizable. You can choose style of narration as well as the number of speakers, and it's very practical for mobile learning because you can access it via QR code. And the functions don't end there. As educator, I can't miss AI study section where students and teachers can find something important and helpful for them. So as for the students, there are many math-related tools, whereas for the teachers, there are some tools for flashcards, quizzes, questions, worksheets creation, and I think it's a nice section to explore. Okay, finally, there is also Google Chrome extension. that is really about accessibility and staying in learning flow. Up to this point, I've shown NoteGPT as a platform that you actively go to, but the extension changes the logic by embedding AI directly into their YouTube interface. So as soon as the video starts, NoteGPT sidebar becomes available. With one click, it opens the right side of the screen and turns the video into an interactive learning document without ever leaving a page. Through this sidebar, I can generate structured summaries with time straps. Also, I can translate these transcripts into other languages and use contextual AI chat that is grounded in the exact video I'm watching. Slide Maker, podcast generator, and flashcards are also available directly from the extension sidebar. Once everything is ready, I can export the content including my video link, time strap, summary, transcripts, and all the information that I actually mined from the video into my account, NoteGPT account, and after that I can further export it to Notion, Markdown, or PDF. At this point, video watching becomes a content creation, not just a consumption. So if I'm about to learn a difficult topic from YouTube video using NoteGPT, I would do the following. First, I would just watch the video, taking the notes and saving them afterwards. After that, I would review their mind map and their video summary just to get some contextual and structural understanding. After that, I will go in depth through the PowerPoint to make sure that I understood everything right, and whatever I didn't understand, I would go to the AI chat to follow up. So I would let it be my study partner. In my case, I really like to check myself, and I would generate the multiple choice quiz or the flashcards just to make sure I got it all right, and this will contribute to my long time memory retention. In a day or two, I would review it with a podcast and maybe read through the PowerPoint again, and this is how I study. At this point, tools like NoteGPT is not just a shortcut, but it's the accessible learning assistant that can adapt to different learning needs and also teachers' needs. I hope you like this video and you can try it out. For now, that's all. Please subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and see you soon.